Assalamu alaikum. We are starting with the shape retention finishes. The finishes which are given to retain the shape of the finished fabric or the garments. Even though cure of contemporary textile is time consuming, imagine the time and physical efforts that were required 75 years ago. Much care is required. Much care was required basically. Now with the help of the shape retention finishes, less time is consumed in the care of the fabrics. Almost every item of apparel and bedding needed ironing. With thermoplastic fibers, shape retention finishes, and modern washers and dryers, easily care textiles are the norm. It is of great value. Now it is only occasionally that items needed the extra effort of ironing. Recall of the cellulosic fibers, they need extra ironing. Theory of wrinkle recovery. How the wrinkle recovery is done. How the wrinkles occur in the fabrics and how they can be made less wrinkle or how they can be made wrinkle resistant. Wrinkles occur when fabrics are crushed during use and care. Uh, Creases and pleats made by pressing are desirable style features, so these creases and pleats must not be confused with the wrinkles or the wrinkles. During use and care, the fabrics are crushed. Obviously, when you sit or walk or bend your some body parts, and the fabric is crushed, and it may cause wrinkles. Now, wrinkle recovery depends on cross links, which hold adjacent molecular chains together and pull them back to their original position after the fabric is bent, thus prevent wrinkling. Cross linkages. If we recall the chemical structure of different fibers, there are cross linkages between different molecular chains. Now what happened, these wrinkles are due to those cross links, because when the fabric is bent, these cross links also bends and they do not return to their original position. That is the reason wrinkling occurs. Fibers with strong intermolecular bonds have good molecular memory and resist wrinkler and creasing. Fibers with weak bonds wrinkles and crease readily. If they are having strong intermolecular bonds, then of course they will resist wrinkling, they will bend easily without crushing. And if they are the weak bonds, if the fibers are having weak bonds, then they will wrinkle and crease easily. The cellulosic fibers lack strong natural cross links. Molecular chains are held together by weak hydrogen bonds that break with the stress of bending or the introduction of water molecules within the fiber's amorphous regions. New bonds hold the fiber in this bent position and form a wrinkle. Resin crosslink gives a memory and good wrinkle recovery. Resin finish were first used in England in 1920 and in the United States in 1940 on rayon, cotton and linen fabrics, again fabrics of cellulosic nature. Urea-form aldehyde was the first resin used to prevent wrinkles. Significant improvements in resin have occurred since then. Although these early resin-treated fabrics were smooth and wrinkle resistance, problems include low abrasion resistance, tear strength, yellowing, chlorine retention from bleach, hand it also affect the hand, affinity for oily soils, static build-up, pilling, odor, smell, frosting, color problem, dye migration, again a color problem because of high curing temperatures. Because high curing temperature is needed for it. And construction problems with seam puckers or alterations. During the alteration or the construction of the garments or the products, seam puckering also occurs. So there is a list of issues, list of problems that was related to these wrinkle resistant finishes. Uh, Most of the time we use the word resin. Now, what is a resin? Resin is basically a general term that is used to describe any organic chemical compound used to apply on different fabrics. Formaldehyde resins use become restricted because it is a possible carcinogen poison. So other resins are used. Modified glyoxal-based reactants slightly decrease formaldehyde releases. Polycarbohydrate acid derivatives produce fabrics with better abrasion resistance, good durable press performance, and low shrinkage. Research into recycling chemicals. Research into recycling chemicals used in durable press finishing has found some potential for reusing old bath by adding fresh ingredients, but the percentage of old bath and its age determine the effectiveness of the finish. We can use the old bath, but the percentage of the chemical in that old bath and the age, how um, time, how much time before it has been used, the age, the time, the duration. This was basically the theory of wrinkle recovery, how the wrinkles produced in the fabric and what is basically the process to remove these wrinkles. Durable press finishes are used for the shape retention. Durable press describes items that retain their shape and a pressed appearance even after many uses, washings, and tumble drying. The term durable press, wrinkle free, and permanent press are used interchangeably. These all terms are used: durable press, wrinkle free, and permanent press. But durable press is considered more realistic term because the finish effectiveness decreases with age. So we cannot say that it is a permanent press. It is a durable press. Older items, because its effectiveness decreases with age, so older items may require some touch-up ironing to meet appearance standards. The term wrinkle-free is misleading because many almost new products require some touch-up ironing to meet consumer standards. Other terms are wrinkle resistance, anti-creasing, and crease retention. Most often, the fabric is cotton, rayon, linen, loisel, or a blend of one or more of these fibers with polyester, cellulosic fibers, and their blends because they have weak intermolecular bonds, so they do not resist freezing. Several processes for durable press items and fabrics are used. Differences include when the chemical is applied and the stage at which it is applied in the cutting, sewing, and pressing take place. In the pre-cured and post-cured processes, the finish is applied to fabric. In the immersion, metered addition, and vapor phase processes, the finish is applied to garment or products. The immersion process is also known as the garment product dip process. Problems continue to be associated with resin finishes. Blends of cotton polyester use less resin than 100% cotton, of course. When there is less percentage of the cellulose fiber, then it will need less chemical or the less resin. The high strength and abrasion resistance of polyester makes these fibers much more durable. Cotton pre-treated with liquid ammonia or mercerized under tension reduces loss of strength due to the finish. Organic or silicone softeners and well-controlled tension during curing are effective at reducing strength lost due to resin finishes. Polymer sizing added to the yarn before curing increase abrasion resistance. Now what happened, we discussed earlier in the special purpose finishes that the disadvantage of purpose uh, finishes is that, or the special finishes is that while adding or improving one characteristic, we may lost another. In this case, in the durable press finish, we lost the strength. So additional methods or chemicals are being used and being investigated to improve the or retain the strength of the finished fabrics. Durable press wool. Wool has a good resiliency when it is dry. It has a good resiliency when it is dry, but its durable press characteristics are poor when it is wet, so it needs durable press finish. Durable press wool is achieved with combination resin treatment to impart durable press characteristics and control wool's excessive shrinkage. Several processes are used, uh, but the typical Cyroset basically is a trade name, and they use the procedure that is typical or more common method. And that process is flat fabric is treated with a durable press resin and steamed for a few minutes. Then the item is made up, sprayed with more durable press resin, and pressed to achieve a permanent crease effect. Shrink resistance resin is mixed with a dry cleaning solvent and the item is dry cleaned. The item is cured for several days before it can be laundered. It is cured for several days. It is put under that condition for several days before it is washed. That is called curing. Durable press silk. Thin silk wrinkle easily when wet. Again, the same as with wool fibers. Polycarboxylic acid is used to produce durable press or wrinkle-resistant silk. The finish is durable to laundering but produces a 20% loss in strength, decrease in whiteness, and increase in softness. The softness, the hand, that is typical, that is a characteristic of silk, that is lost. There is increase in the stiffness. So while attaining one characteristic, we may lessen the other. Quality performance standards and care. Because performance standards has not been developed during the wash and wear era, there was wide variation in fabric performance. To avoid problems with consumer confidence, the quality performance standards for durable press were developed by professionals. Registered trade names indicate to consumer that the product has met standards related to performance, hand and minimal odor the smell. General care guidelines for durable press items include the following. Number one, wash items frequently because resins have a strong affinity for oil and grease so that soil penetrates deeply and builds up in it. Second, pre-treat stains, collars and cuffs. Use a spot removal agent or grease spot. Number three, keep wash loads small to minimize wrinkling. This is very effective. During the washing, in the washing machine, the wash loads should be small. The washing machine should not be stuffed with the clothes. It also minimizes wrinkling. Avoid setting in wrinkles with heat. Keep washing and drying temperatures cool. Wrinkles may set by heat. When we use very hot water during the laundering and we use hot drying methods for drying of the fabrics or the garments, it may add up into the wrinkling. Remove items promptly when dry. We should not keep the items longer in the dryer. We should remove it promptly, uh, immediately after our drying cycle is completed. So guys, this was all about the shape retention finish. If there is any question, please ask.
नो मैम ये वाला इजी था।
ओके ऐसा है बेटा, आप ना उसको एक दफ़ा पढ़िएगा। आज तो हमने लिया है ना, लेक्चर लिया है, तो इसको जब आप एक दफ़ा पढ़ोगे ना तो फिर आपको अंदाज़ा होगा कि वो भी कोई इतना मुश्किल नहीं था। उसमें बेसिकली दोनों में होनी तो केमिकली चेंजेस ही है ना। इसमें भी आप देखें कि ऑल डिपेंड्स अपॉन द इंटरमॉलिक्यूलर। अगर आप मॉलिक्यूलर स्ट्रक्चर को जहन में रखें ना, जो केमिकल फिनिशेस हैं ना, उनको जानने के लिए, उनको समझने के लिए आपको जो फाइबर्स हैं उनके मॉलिक्यूलर स्ट्रक्चर्स का पता होना चाहिए। ठीक है, क्योंकि उनके साथ ही केमिकल्स की बॉन्डिंग होनी है। अगर कोई चेंज होनी है तो उनके साथ ही होनी है। रिंकल का सिंपल सा फॉर्मूला है कि जो क्रॉस लिंक्स में यकर होते हैं और ऑब्वियसली बेंडिंग में आते हैं डिफरेंट फाइबर्स, जब हम यूज़ करते हैं या लॉन्ड्रिंग करते हैं तो वो क्रॉस लिंक्स जो हैं वो बेंड होते हैं और वो दोबारा अपनी ओरिजिनल पोजीशन पे वापस नहीं आते हैं। तो जितना जल्दी वो अपनी ओरिजिनल पोजीशन पे वापस आ जाएंगे उतनी उसके अंदर लेस रिंकलिंग होगी। और ऑब्वियसली जिनमें स्ट्रॉन्ग बॉन्ड्स होंगे वो जल्दी अपनी ओरिजिनल पोजीशन पे वापस आ जाएंगे जिन फाइबर्स में, और जिनमें इंटरमॉलिक्यूलर जो बॉन्ड्स हैं वो वीक होंगे उसमें जो है वो देर से आएंगे या नहीं आएंगे या वहीं उसी पोजीशन में ही सेट हो जाएंगे। वहाँ से वो बॉन्ड्स टूटते हैं, जो रिंकल्ड वाली पोजीशन में दोबारा से वो रिज्वाइन हो जाते हैं, तो वो रिंकल वहाँ पे रह जाता है। और आपने देखा होगा कि हम दोबारा से हम डैम्प करके करते हैं, रिंकल्स नहीं ना रिमूव होते तो हम डैम्प क्लॉथ को करते हैं ना।
Yes, ma'am.
तो डैमनेस से वाटर से क्या होता है कि वो दोबारा से वो जो क्रॉस लिंक्स हैं वो बनते हैं और उनको जो दोबारा से हम जब प्रेस करते हैं तो हम उसको दोबारा से उस पोजीशन में सेट कर देते हैं ड्यूरिंग आयनिंग, ठीक है। अब ड्यूरेबल प्रेस
Yes, ma'am.
जो फिनिशेस हैं बेसिकली ये क्या करती हैं कि ये उसको सेट कर देती हैं उस जगह पे, और ये ड्यूरेबल प्रेस है, ड्यूरेबल टर्म ड्यूरेबल नॉट द परमानेंट, कि ये with the age, with the time, with the washing, with the use, it may lessen, डिक्रीज हो सकती है और आपको हल्की फुल्की आयनिंग की ज़रूरत पड़ जाती है। पोलिएस्टर का कॉटन का सबसे ज़्यादा ब्लेंड इसलिए यूज़ किया जाता है कि पोलिएस्टर में लेस रिंकल्स होते हैं, मोर स्ट्रॉन्ग होता है, सो दैट जब हम ड्यूरेबल प्रेस फिनिश देते हैं तो अगर जो उसमें स्ट्रेंथ का लॉस है वो हम कंपनसेट कर दे लेते हैं विद द ब्लेंड ऑफ द पोलिएस्टर। ओके, गॉट इट।
Yes, ma'am.
ओके बेटा, थैंक यू, अल्लाह हाफिज।